Welcome to CBRN Snapshot. This episode will deep dive into creating a CBRN protective gear distribution plan. It's crucial that we understand the importance of a solid CBRN distribution plan. During a crisis, getting gear to the right people, fast, can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Your readiness protects the mission and saves lives. As a CBRN Petty Officer, your role is critical to mission readiness in the Pacific. Whether you're stationed in Yokosuka, serving in Atsugi, deployed to Sasebo or Okinawa, or supporting operations in Chinhae, South Korea, your expertise ensures the right gear reaches the right people when it matters most. So let's take a look at how to set up an effective CBRN gear distribution plan. First, we'll need an up-to-date inventory. This is the first crucial step in ensuring you have what it takes to protect those in your area of operations. Next, you'll need to develop an in-depth process to distribute protective gear to authorized military, civilians, and contracted personnel. An updated list of these authorized CNIC personnel can be obtained through your emergency management department. And finally, you'll need to disseminate, train, and execute the CBRN distribution plan regularly. A CBRN distribution plan is only effective if it's widely understood. It's crucial to disseminate the plan across your area of responsibility and ensure all base personnel understand their role. The best place to start the CBRN education process is during check-in. Because new personnel arrive regularly, this is an ideal time to fit test masks, try on CBRN gear, and provide specific gear location. By training, refreshing, and executing the plan often, you build a ready force prepared to act when it matters most. So let's jump back to the plan. The four key elements for an effective CBRN distribution plan are location, process, roles and responsibilities, and readiness. The first priority is location, and as a best practice, your distribution point should be co-located with your CBRN gear. It must support the distribution process including tables, fitting stations, and a controlled personnel flow. Be ready for arrivals on foot, in POVs, or via military transport. Keep it indoors and weather protected. Location is crucial because speed and readiness start at the source. Your second important consideration is the actual distribution process. You should set up a two-line system for personnel to be issued gear. This will help to streamline distribution. Line 1 is for personnel who already know their M50 mask and JSLIST or MOP gear sizes. They go straight to issue tables for gear pickup and documentation. The second line is for those needing fitting. Here, personnel try on chemical protective suits and M50 masks. Fit test machines should be available for those requiring sizing verification, but this should be reserved for those never fit tested and only as time allows. Once fitted, they proceed to the issue line for their gear. 2 lines, 1 system built for speed and accuracy. Of course, every warehouse is unique, so your distribution setup should fit your facility. Whether large or small, open or segmented, how you configure your space will impact speed, safety, and efficiency. But the basic concept remains the same. 2 lines, 1 for those who know their sizes and 1 for those who need fitting. Both lines feed directly into the issuing point. And remember, marking matters. Every station, every lane, clearly labeled and controlled. Entry points, fitting section, and issuing tables, each with defined paths. But remember, it's not just about direction, it's about capacity. Your site must handle high volume and unpredictable flow. Space and resources matter because readiness demands it. Roles and responsibilities. Large-scale CBRN distribution plans may be triggered by a heightened MOP level, as directed by the commanding officer. In real-world events, this operation typically occurs alongside an elevated FPCON and may coincide with large-scale NEO operations. It is critical that CBRN Petty Officers and Protective Equipment Managers assign clear roles to all personnel involved in gear distribution. Every team member must understand their specific duties and responsibilities within the distribution process. In a real-world scenario, there is no time for confusion, only execution. And finally, readiness. When the order comes, there will be no time for second-guessing and no room for confusion. Readiness isn't a checkpoint, it's a constant state. CBRN operations demand that you are always prepared to execute the plan without warning. Your responsibility as the CBRN manager cannot be overstated. The safety of the base population and the success of the CBRN program ultimately depends on your ability to create, execute, and maintain An effective protective gear distribution plan. This can only be achieved through establishing a secured and well-known distribution location that is accessible 24/7. You'll also need to construct and maintain an efficient distribution process. This is where the rubber hits the road. Next, define roles and responsibilities of shipmates responsible for issuing, sizing, and tracking of CBRN gear. And finally, maintaining continuous readiness through regular training and exercises. A solid plan executed by a prepared team saves lives. The mission starts and ends with you. For more information and a distribution plan template, please contact your regional CBRN point of contact.